guys doing? How's it going? Go live for like maybe 40 minutes. I gotta work in a while. Just woke up. Shit. Last night. Still enjoying the night. Talking to my boy. It's good to have like good peoples. Especially like when you have like, people you haven't seen for a minute. That's why I love Seattle. It's very extroverted, for the most part, especially in the suburbs, the good sides, we spend I say this, that's why I'm not gonna get a hoods, like good energy, good people, whatever category they put themselves in, atheist, religious, spiritual, good person, whatever. I just preach about energy, because it's all about energy. You don't know like physical beings. You can look at somebody and once again, like, only God can judge me. Everybody judges everybody. Judging the actual communication. Now sit there, observe them, study them for who they really are. My tattoos, are they squares, empathetic people, loving people? Are they circles, which is negative energy, the bad boy, the bad girl, the fuck boy, the fuck girls, the bullies, the racists, or are these zombies, the worst of all of us? And who are they? The zombies are the addicts and addiction, respectfully. As they being, I only rock squares. Circle of zombies, I'll be your associate, I'll be your support team. If as long as you're not too toxic, your marriage not too toxic, I'll even call you a friend. Girlfriend? Fuck no. Respectfully. Why would I deal with with a girl that's, not even a woman, she's a girl. She could be 50, 100 years old, but she's, jealous, controlling, bitter, hateful, bumping heads with her family still, like, damn, like, why, if you're an adult and you bump heads with your family, why you gotta talk to them? Dead ass, you're an adult, quote unquote. It'd be cool to have a good relationship, but remember this, everyone's traumatized. Everybody, all of us are traumatized every which way. So now, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Type of situation. And I say respectfully every which way, because a lot of people accept people in life. That's my family. That's my kids. Whomever. Like, your kids eventually grow up, and you might have a relationship with your kids. If not, it falls off. Then what? You question your self-worth. You just try the best as possible on your part. I'm singing for our kids. I know eventually all my kids will grow up, and when they're 18 plus, they can talk to me or not talk to me. I won't question my self-worth. I don't become sad and depressed. It becomes their own life. I just tell all my kids and all young cats in general, like, you can live with your parents for the time being, right? And then you can leave, but to forewarn you, like, if you're struggling at home, if you're struggling, locally wise, you want to go to, like, the universe, the matrix, go to that door. Now you deal with adults, because you're 18 now, you're about to leave the household. All fucking ages, everyone's traumatized, and from there, wise, whatever they want to call themselves, religious, spiritual, whatever, that's just a category. But are they really religious? Are they really spiritual? I can verbalize them spiritual. I love God, but I'm a circle. I'm a bad boy, fuck boy. I'm a racist. I'm a bully. The worst of all of us. I'm a zombie, addict and addiction. But I say I love you, want to be with you, and you fall for that bullshit. You're gonna get sold a dream. Then what? Who do you blame then? God? The devil? The answer is you not knowing, right? But here's the kicker. If no one taught you about this terminology, empath, narcissist, deflection, projection, gaslight, manipulation, trauma bonds, soul ties, trauma bonds. The biggest phrase in the universe, which is the proper phrase for everybody out there, the generational cycle. Do you know what the generational cycle is? Have you heard that term? No? Study that. You study the Bible. The Bible is cool, but here's the kicker. Is the Bible elaborating this as possible? Potentially, but if you have someone to actually that knows the Bible, they can elaborate it out. Here's scripture, which I recommend Johnny Chang, and here's our times. So yes, different terminology. Remember, this is like 2,500 years ago, whatever. Yeah, and today is 2026. So be aware every which way, and that's for everybody out there. That's why I do this live podcast, not for myself, for you guys. I just tell stories to pay forward. Nobody else to comprehend, but I know for the most part, you queens are the ones that chill here or DM me type of situation, because I know it's like if you comment on these platforms. You got the trolls, you got the boys that are fucking haters and shit. And that's what boys hate me. The queens love me. I just tell stories like, yo, if you say you want love, do you know what love is? Dead ass, for everybody out there. Do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you know what it was, I promise you 1,000, you will not stay in toxic love, broken, coded relationship for too long. The door's right there. What? The door's right there. I preach about doors to the fullest. That's the answers to life. Y'all pray into God, the universe, for a miracle, a sign. It's a door, man. Dead ass. I won't ever deal with toxicity in my life, and that's why I march before you're single type of situation. In America, after that, I give it one more year. After that, I probably go to third world countries, because I say respectfully. And in America, dating's fucking garbage. In the suburbs, I have a better outcome for the most part. But once again, this is like sometimes energy too strong. Like for the most part, a lot of you queens, empathetic wise, you're doing the healing journey, therapy, counseling, you know, ayahuasca, all that's beautiful conversations, right? But here's the kicker: when it becomes personal conversations of your personal life and then your exes and things that failed, that's the part that triggers people. Like, let's break it down together, and that's why it's a triggering comment. You know, for everybody out there, when you get into a relation that falls apart, it happened to you. You allowed it to happen to you. What? Comma. I know it's triggering to hear that shit. I allowed it. Comma, not knowing, because you didn't know the red flags. Because if you did, you would potentially leave. If not, then you accept them or you compromise, which I don't like those words either at all, because I love everything about her, Maria, but she's jealous, but she's controlling. But other than that, she's beautiful body. I love her energy. We go to church, read the Bible, awesome. But the downfall about Maria that bothers me as a person, because I'm her partner, quote unquote. I'm her scenario, not factual. She's jealous, she's controlling. So why am I with her? I'm not satisfied. Time for work, like in 40 minutes. In 40 minutes, I just woke up. I was like, what time is it? My situation, you know, I put alarms on. I just sleep, I die, and I wake up. There ain't no sunlight, so I know I'm not late for work. You know, because I love sleeping. Deadass. If I got paid to sleep, I'd be a billionaire. I love sleeping. There's no more insomnia. I'm not staring at my eyelids. You know, I'm not overthinking about life. What? Money? Why stress about $1? It don't grow on trees. I just do day by day baby steps. But other than that, I'm blessed, you know, as a being. I couldn't sleep, night troubles, as far as overthinking. Yeah, I tell you, like, you know, you're mad young, and I used to have that till, you know, insomnia, and then overthinking till I was, in this lifetime, till I was 39. 18 at heart, 44 on the outside. I must be 45 next month. You know, 50's around the fucking block. But, and I say respectfully, like, May's third to be 6 years, right? But just keep it simple for everybody out there behind the screen. You know, 6 years, the last years of my life, the best years of my life. The best years of my life. And I'm financially struggling, trying to maintain, but like in the madman world, in the godman world, I'm the richest person in the universe. Teach me about life. I challenge the whole universe in a positive manner. I don't give a shit about $1. That dollar can't ever talk to no being at all. I already know that. You can talk to me, you're a being. So teach me about the healing journey. Teach me about mental health. If you're sounding, all my tattoos, if you have anxiety, why? Who or what triggers anxiety? I don't know. I have this conversation every day. Like, what do you mean you don't know? I promise you 1,000, you do know, but you don't want to talk about it. It's personal. I get it. I was you. The day that you want to do the healing journey, now you become vulnerable. Now you try to tell a story and try to love you. If not, be codependent of the whole universe. But to forewarn you, anybody can leave whenever they want to. It does not matter how they leave you. To forewarn you, if that hurts you, if you're in a positive matter, what? They can leave. No one told you that. You think you're gonna stay forever? In our heads, the whole universe is fucking phenomenal. Physically, you gotta be realistic, man. Anybody can walk away, you know. Just bad memories. Oh yeah, that's the thing with memories. Why it's the best as possible. If you can, try to let it go. Easier said than done. Trust me. I let everybody go at 39. That's why I let go my exes, my past pain, my toxic love trauma, and the cherry top, child trauma. My pops, you know, my pops and all my family. Like, now I know why they are the way they are, because my grandpa, which is his father, fuck, if I got my ass beat, and my 7 siblings, so a total of 7 of us, which I'm I know my pops got murked. If my grandpa was whipping my grandma's ass, like, I don't know, he must have been like 65, 67, like whipping her ass still. I'm like, so that's my grandpa right there, right? Whipping my grandma's ass. I can't imagine my pops. I mean, you know, my uncles, the siblings and shit. You know, my auntie, you know, their sister. I can't imagine. And if that was my great grandpa, I think I met him and my great grandma. You know, I heard stories. I'm like, yeah, that's my point being. That's why it's called what? The generational cycle, every which way. That's why the intent, we all say the same shit. I don't want to pick up my parents, typically more the father's side, right? But I wasn't a physical abuser. Yo, I don't believe in getting physical with nobody. I say fighting for monkeys, all my tattoos, right? Oh, morning, Autumn, how you doing, Queen? Morning. What you gonna call it? But I was a verbal abuser, emotionally and spiritually, like, but I would warn you. So remember, everybody mirrors everybody. When they see narcissists, everybody mirrors everybody, every which way. But how do you deal with it? Like my first baby mom, she's from the East Coast, New Yorkers. New York people are ruthless with their words. They don't really hold back. I believe they should be comedians, because when they roast, they don't hold the fuck back, right? My situation, I took that, but I don't know how to roast, but I give you 3-4 warnings. Like, we can talk about this, but here's the kicker. Like, just to let you know, I don't give a shit about words. What? I'm forewarning you. I don't care about words. But we can do this, you know? And that's with the mother of boys, you know? I would warn her, said it, let's do this. And then she's crying. I'm like, I told you. I don't give a, here's the best part. Do reverse psychology. Use the exact same words I just told you. And if I don't change, my energy does not shift, because I don't give a shit about words. you do, and everybody. Can I say everybody? No. Then I would say everybody, because I was not on a journey, not a healing journey, right? And that's not factual. I would say 95% of the universe, you can handle words. It triggers you, right? For the time being. So that's why, you know, when the mother of a boy, she called me out, like, towards the last year. She's like, hey, you know, you bitched about your father and your first baby mom's about words, right? You became worse than both of them. When she told me that, I just shut up. Dead ass. I just shut up. I didn't say nothing. I just told her, like, yo, can you repeat that once again? And she, like, got a little scared. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna say shit. Just, you know, repeat yourself. I thought I heard something, but I want to make sure, you know, I'm hearing correctly wise, you know, to comprehend, quote unquote. And she's like, yeah, you bitched about your father, your first baby mom, you became worse than both of them. And on top of that, like, what did I do to you? What did the kids do to you? I'm like, damn, I just shut up. I'm like, you know what? Let me think about that. And that's factual. And that's the shit, like, in life when you fuck up bad, right? Especially in relationships, especially when you got kids. Like, it's not ever too late. Yo, no one's perfect. We all have flaws, but it's a kicker. Nobody taught me all my tattoos on my body. My family to this day, they can't. They can tell me this: go to church, pray, leave in God's hands. If people mean to you, pray from the suffering. That's it. That's how you got from me, respectfully. Like, yo, God's not cussing me out. This person's cussing me out. This person's bullying me. Yeah, but everyone's got free will and choice. For everybody out there, every day above ground, everybody has the two same gifts. And what is it? Free will and choice. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? You know, respectfully was. That's why I love my ex for leaving me. On my collarbones, and oxymoron. I love you for leaving me. How do you tell someone that leaves you, no matter how they leave you, respect and say that? I love you for leaving me. Because you're doing the healing journey and you're breaking down your relationship, why it failed. And then your exes, the previous ones, oh, that's what red flags are? That's what boundaries are? That's what I accepted? Oh, shit. Then I want to accept it again. That's why I'm almost 4 years single. I don't date girls. Only women the healing journey, preferably awake and woke journey. These conversations, you know, if she's trying, I'll forewarn her. Yo, check out. You're doing your healing journey. That's beautiful. But my situation, I'm healed. Like, if you go into situations in life, I want to talk about it. Please don't build walls and push me away. I didn't hurt you. I point to my neck. See this? I'm not your exes, your past pain, your toxic love trauma, nor your child trauma. I don't know you at all. I'm trying to get to know you. So why are you going to crucify me because somebody else hurt you? Respectfully. If that conversation is too much for you, we're having it right now, either face-to-face or behind the screen, Queen, is not going to work out. We haven't tried, so why would you want to? Okay, for one, you want to try? We can try this, but remember this. The door is there for both of us. I don't need you in my life. Codependency. I want you in my life if you want time. For both of us, the door's right there. I can leave, you can leave. Can you handle, what's the term? Can you handle rejection? 95% of the universe, you can't handle rejection. Why do you think you go to work and they cut you loose, or they warn you and cut you loose? A zillion jobs out there. Start applying. Don't be codependent of a job. These businesses, everyone's replaceable. And then when they let you go, don't question your self-worth. You know how many managers and assistant managers are fucking garbage, toxic as fuck. They got a title, but how they get a title? You know, me, I'm blunt as fuck. I don't hold back. You know, if you're bothering me type of situation, and I know you have this high position, this man-made title over me, I'll just call you on your face. You can write me the fuck up. I don't give a shit. I'll be, yo, whose dick did you suck to get your fucking title, to get that position? Because you're horrible as fuck. What? You can't teach shit, respectfully. I'm gonna write you up. Yo, less talking, more working. Get the pink slip. I'm famous. You want my autograph? Go get it. That you don't care. Why should I care? Why should I care respectfully wise? You know, you try to bully me with your title. Yeah, so and I come out. You go to church, God? Why do you believe in higher source? Why higher source do what you're doing? Shots fired. I go, respect me. I'm not the one. Like, yo, I don't care about words. And I'm not a little kid type of situation. So, for everybody out there, that's what, there's a little saying wise, which I got it from Kevin Gates. And I had a comma too at the end. So he says, go where you appreciate it. I had, comma, love, not where you tolerate it. Comma, toxic love. So people accept you in life. What are you there for? Because you want to be a people pleaser? You want to be there to entertain? Why? A zillion people in the whole universe, especially on social media. Why are you stressing about 1, 2, or 20 respectfully, And when you feel like that, energy is strong, people push away every which way. Like, dead the fuck ass. And what I say, your eyes is the door to your soul. What? I stare at your eyes. Why? Because I'm going to see into your soul. Are you a square? Are you a circle? Or are you a zombie? If you're a square, you don't know this conversation potential. Well, you might know a healing journey, God, Buddha, the universe. Awesome. That's beautiful, right? But how are you doing for yourself? Like, you have these beliefs. That's awesome. But how are you doing as a being? What do you mean? You're living this life, this human experience, quote unquote. How are you doing for yourself, you know? If not, start doing the healing journey, working yourself. If not, what you gonna call, you're gonna be struggling for quite a while, every which way, as a forewarning. And that was my nephew once again asking me that question about, you know, overthinking and shit. That's insomnia, man. That's why once again I'm saying respectfully, like, I don't miss staring at my eyelids and overthinking about everything. Why? I don't miss that. I won't ever have that again at all. That's why I just tell stories to pay it forward. And it sucks. Remember this. Buddha taught mind and body, not knowing until like 6 months ago. And prior to that, I've been doing that for almost like, before I heard about Buddha, started studying Buddha-wise, I've been teaching about mind and body for the most part. Keep it simple. Mind and body. Be selfish in a positive manner. Because if you don't got you, who got you? The universe? Yo, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors, emotionally, spiritually, they're always by your side 24/7, 365. They don't ever leave you. We leave them. They are all unconditional love. We're conditional love. Yo, God, the universe, I need this bill paid for. I don't have the money. Can you please come and clutch? If you do that, I'll pray more. I'll read the Bible. I'll go for walks. I'll work out. Whatever. Yeah, conditional fucking love. Not unconditional love. Wrong terminology, right? And we'll do that. We'll do that. You know, God, the universe comes in clutch. And from there, wise, we go to church. But little by little, we get comfortable in the flesh. Everything's balanced. And so what happens? When we need him again. Yo, universe, I know it's been 3 months now. It's been a year now. Yeah. Trust, man. My last break, not my last break, but some other boys who wanted to start my healing journey at 39. That's my tattoo said 39. Why do you have 39? That's when I started my healing journey. I started and completed it. What? I don't need no more healing to do. I worked on myself. I just tell stories now. So, once again, but I cannot be hard on myself because I gotta blame my parents. My parents should have taught me better. How can your parents teach you better if they was not taught better? They did the best they could. Trust. If they knew this conversation or any of this conversation, any of my tattoos in my body, they would have potentially warned you. I got 8 kids. I taught them all the time, every which way. Little middle school, high school, catching feelings. I'm like, y'all doing this puppy love? You don't even know what love is. I'm your father. There's your mother, co-parenting, and you think you're gonna find love in school? Go have fun with that. I'll be here for you. When you're sad, depressed, you know, I could tell you're my inner child. Remember this, all you kids and, you know, niece, nephews, and little kids you talk to, that's your inner child. So when when you see them sad, talk to them. Like, what? Why are you sad? I'm not sad. Or you can say you're not sad verbally. I used to be like you. So who or what's bothering you, wise? You know, what you gonna call it? Who is it? Like, one of my boys went through a situation. He was cool. I saw he was down. He's, I'm good. I'm like, yo, but you can push me away. But I told you, like, you too young for love. You guys don't know what love is. You have these feelings. Feelings are not factual at all. What my little saying, probably in your TED Army, when you make a decision with your heart, feelings, empathy, sympathy, you will always fall on your face. You will sell yourself a dream. You will self-sabotage your life, not knowing what? Because you don't know what feelings are. They're not factual. You don't comprehend them. Because if you did, trust me, you would see energy. Like, yeah, cosmetics is beautiful, but inside she's broken like you're lost. Why would I be with you? Deadass. If you want to do benefits, I'm not your boyfriend. You're not my girlfriend. Bet. But anyone doing benefit situationships, right? Can you control and protect your energy? Can you stop yourself from catching feelings? Now setting, you know, from light to love, but they're messing around with others. Make that shit make sense, you know? And on top of that, more on the male side, will even tell you that shit. 9 times out of 10, they won't do that. They're too narcissistic. Pride and ego. I ain't gonna tell her smashing 20 people behind her. No. That's my situation, my old version of myself, right here in Seattle in 2011. On a journey, no healing journey. None of these conversations at all. You know, I was what was it doing? Oh yeah, so my first baby mom destroyed the fuck out of me, and then she cheated on me. Then I know one person, so obviously fucking question your self-worth, and just going through shit in life. Remember this? No, pray to God. Yeah, pray to God with the Bible, church, which is phenomenal, but no one's elaborating none of my feelings. Just leaving in God's hands, and nothing wrong with God said it. Why is it, yo? Because every being that talks to you in the healing journey want to use religious talk. Anyone that gives you positive life in life, that's God. In the physical form talking to you. Anyone that's narcissistic as fuck, let's go party and kick it, let's do drugs. Yeah, that's the devil right there. Dead ass. Physical form. Black and white, if you don't do religious talk, right? So from there wise, from there wise, she did me wrong type of situation. So here's the kicker. 2 wrongs do not make it right. To forewarn you, like, if they cheat on you, yo, like, okay, you're gonna cheat back. Here's the worst part. They cheat, then you cheat, and magically you want to be together. It's not gonna work the fuck out. Fuck no. It's gonna be a bloodbath, trust. Shit's gonna fly. Y'all gonna be fighting every which way, you know? What you gonna call it? And then from there wise, you know, so here's the best part, especially when you're an empathetic person. Like, I was square, virgin, all that good shit. My first baby mom took my B card from me, all that good shit. And then for all you virgins out there, knowledge and metaphor, you know, in your eyes, right, whoever you're really down with, you use the V card, the virgin card too, that becomes your God, your goddess. All you see is them. Trust. And if they fuck you over, you're still there. Respectfully, when I say this, like, for a minute out there, like a dumbass. Because you pray about him manifest. Yeah. That's not going to work in your favor. I promise $1 billion I don't have. When you pray for him manifest, that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestor, magically one day will wake up your partner and he will love you or she will love you like you love them. It's not going to happen. And when it does, when will it be? That one day? When? Today? Tomorrow? Like myself, 12 years after the fact, it was already over. If we could try it, it's over. I'm done. I got to get out of here. And it sucks because I had to sacrifice our 3 daughters, you know, dead us. Like, if I stay with her, fuck no, you know, catch cases type of situation. She can lie, especially if she's from the ghetto hoods. All that, the lacayas, I don't fuck with the lacayas at all. It's my coworkers. Hey, you still with that girl? Like, fuck no. Respectfully, no. I don't fuck with the lacayas. What's that Spanish 101 English? For the suburbs, that's, you know, the ghetto hoods, you know, street folk, and the ghetto hoods, hood niggas and shit, and black market gang mafioso, she's the Latin queen. All I won't ever fuck with that shit again. Fuck no. And in the beginning, sure, because why do you attach to toxicity? Because you grow up with toxicity. How your parents doing? What? How your parents doing? I have a mother, I have a father. There it is, toxic love at home, child trauma. Or my parents together, but they're always fighting. My dad's always verbally abusive, physically abusive, whooping everybody's asses. Oh, so you don't know what love is? Awesome. That's for everybody out there. If you want to start this conversation correctly with the potential to be, ask them, how your parents doing? What? Why my parents? What about me? I'll ask about you in a minute, but I'll make sure you got parents. If not, co-parenting. I got a mother, I don't got a father. I don't know who that is. Oh, there it is. Toxic love. Toxic love. Everywhere your child trauma, so you don't know what love is at all, respectfully, and it sucks. Everybody wants this taste of love, but they don't even know what it is yet. Hey, handsome, how are you doing? Let's chat privately. All these OnlyFans on these platforms. Like, yo. Anyone that's too lustful, you fall for that bullshit. Like, you say your picture in your DMs, wow, a naked girl. Yeah, lust. So, yeah, you're beautiful, nice body, and lust. That's it. If I want to talk to love and lust, I go to the ghetto hoods. OnlyFans are everywhere. That's just dime a dozen. Here's the best part. All these OnlyFans queens out there, you're making $1 billion off your body, right? But you complain about all my tattoos. Make that make sense. How the fuck you have $1 million being an OnlyFans, right? And you're sad, depressed, bitter and hateful, stuck in a toxic love, broken coded relationship, you're a zombie, an addict to addiction. How is that even possible? Because you hate yourself, you dislike yourself. That's why you don't know. You're on a journey, definitely not on a healing journey. And you can start the healing journey, it's a scary type of situation, and then what? Will you evolve, or you stay in the healing journey, the victim mentality, and say fuck the universe? You know, yeah, people did you wrong, most definitely, but why did they do you wrong type of situation? You got to figure that out. On top of that, why did you allow it to happen to you? What do you mean I allowed it? I didn't go through it. You did, respectfully. Let's figure out together. If you want a real support team to break it down, why it failed, why it happened to you. If not, keep pointing the finger. Fuck them. Say fuck the universe all you want. Do what I did. Say everybody used to be. I mean, bitter and hateful, and you don't know why. On top of that, when you hate your own self, that's even worse. Like, how can you say you want love, but you hate yourself? That's fucking so. That's like, I believe it's an oxymoron. It's way the fuck off. Like, how? You don't know how to love yourself, but the reason why, because child trauma, no real support teams, no healing journey, you're just in a journey type of situation. That's why I call everybody out. How can you say you want love, but you don't want to talk about your feelings? Make that shit make sense. And I'll call you out to give scenarios for warning. The day you do find love, quote unquote, and the partner that you love, quote unquote, asks you the same question I just asked you. You can reject me. I respect your boundaries. You don't have to elaborate shit. I don't know you, right? But you get to this person that you love, and they ask you the same question I just asked you. What would you do to them that you love? Crucify them, push them away, build your walls, you need your space? Then you are the problem. Hurt people, because you're hurt like I used to be hurt. Heal people. I worked on myself in my healing journey and my real support team. We heal people. We got for warn. Why do I speak the way I speak? Because myself? Because my family? No. Because my real support team. Almost 6 years ago. I love all 10 of them. I got my life back really fucking fast. I evolved really fast. Prior to 39 years and younger, I didn't speak like this at all. Healing journey, mental health, empath, narcissist, the big term, the generational cycle, trauma bonds. No, the worst addiction in the universe. Okay, you got the physical trauma bond, which is what? All my tattoos. I'm very blunt. Keep it simple, black and white. Who was that? All the zombies. I'm in Seattle. Respect, they're everywhere. I pray for them. I have compassion for them, but respect, I don't feel sorry for them. Yo, if there's the will is the way type of situation, so much resources. On top of that, you can detox, right? So the zombies are the addicts and addiction. Yeah, you're stuck in a physical trauma, drugs, alcohol, pills, because you become numb. You don't want to feel all my tattoos. You don't want to feel this shit. And when you sober the fuck up, you're a human again, right? A being, quote unquote, whatever you want to call yourself as a being, what you gonna call it. What do you do with your feelings? Or fuck these, yeah, then run like Forrest Gump for years to be. But you claim that you want a relationship, love, but you're a fucking zombie, respectfully. I'll call you out. Don't say God, don't say love. Your God and love is drugs, alcohol, pills. End of story. If that hurt your feelings, that's my job, my gift. Keep it 1,000 on real. Want to keep it 100? I will sell you a dream. Go to church, pray, go to rehab. You'll beat it. I'm selling you a dream because it's not fact. You ain't even trying. You go to a building, you go to AA, all these classes, awesome. But what happens after the classes? What happens during break type of situation? Oh, y'all exchange your numbers for a better high? Go party and kick it after hours when you're not supposed to? Bend the rules a little bit. You're not ready for it to detox respectfully. You can verbalize it all you want, you know? And I said respectfully. I know a lot of zombies to talk to. I'm their associates, you know? I won't ever be the part of I like you, like you can like me all you want. You like the conversation, the energy, but look what you live in, look what you're doing to your body. So why would you be that? We just want to ask you this question, like, you know, you don't have to really elaborate, but why would I be with you? Make that make sense. Or what do you think I'm gonna do in your life? Like fix it and save you? I'm not Jesus. I'm not God. Nobody is. So I can hold you and guide you. I can have these conversations, and we keep platonic, and that's it. You know. If you don't want to do that, then you don't have to talk to me. Find somebody. There's plenty of people to talk to. But here's the kicker. But when will you work on yourself? That's the situation for everybody out there. You know, and I say respectfully. That's my situation. I don't deal with squares. Zombies, associates, you know, once again, I'll be the real supporting associate. Even circles, the narcissists, quote unquote, the bad, but I'll be the associates also. But they don't like me too much because I'm blunt. Like, yo, you're fucking up. What? Why are you selling dreams? What do you mean I'm selling dreams? You told her you love, but you don't. You're a fuckboy. Common sense. And yeah, yo, you're a bitch or Monday. In Spanish, Monday alone. In English is beta simple. You can say that. I don't give a fuck about words. If I call you Monday alone, you'll get triggered, right? You want to squab it up over words? I did reverse psychology. I matched your energy. You didn't like that, did you? The best we hear, oh, King, don't talk to me. I don't sell dreams at all. Don't say, God will change me. God will change you? Really? Is that factual? God gave you what? Free will and choice. Both of us, every fucking being in the universe, right? So, my free will and choice, I'm not a fuckboy. I'm a square. You're a circle. You're a fuckboy. That's your free will and choice. You can blame the devil. The devil plants seeds, but you got free will and choice. So, what are you choosing? What are you doing? And if you fuck up today, I'll tell everybody, yo, my motto to everybody out there is day by day baby steps. Try tomorrow. Try the next day. A week from now. But now you go into the future, a year from now. How do you know you're living a year? Deadass, don't go in the future too deep. You have all these plans, energy in a year. No one's guaranteed tomorrow type of situation, you know? As a forewarning. That's why my situation, if you ever see me as a physical being, I'm always praying when I'm driving, eating. I go to fucking sleep, you know. I can see my van, and guess what? I wake up, but not here, not in this realm anymore, Earth, quote unquote. I wake up, I don't know, religious talk, purgatory, heaven, I'm in a different lifetime, I don't know, but that's when I open my eyes. Yes, well, God, thank you. You know, I'm here one more day to tell a story, one more day to live type of situation, check on my kids, co-parenting, that's it. I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. Deadass, no one's guaranteed. Everyone for sure is guaranteed death, but that one day, I don't know. Nobody can tell you. Guess what? 2 years from now, you're kicking the bucket. Nobody can tell you that. You have these tarot card readers. They can try, quote unquote. But let's say they tell you a date, and let's say it's 3 years from now. So you'd be stressing for 3 fucking years, and someone told you, hey, they read my cards, and I'm dying 3 years from on this date. See the stress for the whole 3 years. You won't even enjoy life. That's why best as possible. Don't worry about death. Everybody's guaranteed that shit. But my situation, I tell people like physical talk, you gotta take care of your body till body takes care of you, which is what? Gym therapy. Take care of your body. I'm trying to live 200 fucking years older plus, but that, obviously we know that's impossible for sure. A human body can last maybe like, I don't know, let's say like 120, 130 years tops, but even then, your body becomes frail every which way. But why do I want to live long for? To tell the same story every day background, like, yo, mind, body, and what? The person by your side. What do you mean? Relations can make you, break you, and they will definitely destroy you. If you allow them to destroy you, they shall. One person came in your life, and you sold them a dream, they sold you a dream, or you both sold each other a dream, because you both thought. Think is not knowing, man. You both thought you was ready for love, and the shit failed every which way. Yeah. But before you met them, I love the universe, God, Buddha, etc. I'm working on myself. Yeah. So before them, love, positive energy. Now you're with them, negative energy, toxic love. Why did it fail? I don't know. And what do you do after the breakup? You've been in a second trauma. You break up multiple times. You go back to each other, or you go body hopping the whole face, or right away after the breakup, you jump into a relationship right away. You cannot fix yourself by yourself first and foremost, and you cannot fix yourself with the body by your side. Only if both of you are doing the healing journey and having these conversations, potentially you might have a better outcome. But if you both don't know what healing journey is, say God, Buddha, yeah. Say your beliefs. God and Buddha is not going through anything what you're going through at all. Do you believe higher source, the universe is struggling with mental health? That very much. So why are you or why both you struggle with mental health? Why can't you talk to each other but you love each other? Make that shit make sense. I won't ever, capital E, ever deal with that bullshit at all. Why should I? A zillion queens of the whole universe. Why would I just about one? Make that shit make sense. What, because I love her? Yeah, I can love her to the fullest. But here's the kicker. You can't, my situation is to be, I control and protect my energy. You can't take my energy. I might share a question my self-worth. She's gonna leave me. Babe, the door's right there. Less talking, more working. You can leave whenever you want to. That is your free choice. Choice. As a being, I won't ever chase an adult. What the fuck? I'll chase my 8 kids and kids in general to make sure they're okay. But adults, yo, leave. What? Queen, leave. What? That means you don't love me. That's called, we fight for relationships. That's toxic relationships. That's called toxic love. You don't fight for shit in life but yourself. As a being, be selfish in a positive manner. You want to leave? Go. Leave. And please don't come back. If you want to come back as an associate, as my ex for a reason, right? Tell me you're in the healing journey. Or what, you coming back because you want, you're out there and you want to try it again? No. That's why as one being in a relationship, if you're the one that's more empathetic wise, that you did your part, you did your part. If you gave your all to the best, then you did your part. They didn't cherish you. If they come back, because your exes, they will always come back. God, the universe will always test you. Trust. Your exes will always come back to your last dying breath. Why? Because God, the universe wants to see if you actually let them go. You did closure for yourself. If not, you're still stuck in a trauma bond. Anything to say, remember, it's the physical touch. They know your names, your nicknames, whatever, the eye connection, the physical touch. Yeah, and it gets your attention. Because you haven't let them go. Like my nephew asked me, like, hey, come back, I'm in Seattle again. If you see your first baby mom's like, what's gonna happen to you? I'm like, if we see each other, quote unquote, I'll say hi, what's up? But whatchamacallit, I'll be, yo, so here's the kicker, keep it really short. Like, I pray you're doing better in life, but what are you gonna talk to our daughters? What? What are you gonna talk to our daughters? Like my situation, when you had our daughters, right? You had all custodial rights and everything. I was paying child support. So when you pay our daughter's child support? It's been like 13, 14 years now for all 3 of them. And she's gonna let walk away. I won't be surprised. I'm not gonna get mad, bitter, hateful. What? That's your free choice, but I'll stretch it out. This is you, my tattoo. You're just in a journey. Keep it 100. Selling dreams. And right here, you're a deadbeat mother. I'm seeing you face to face, and you're still a deadbeat mother. Do not say, they call you out. Now that I physically see you, don't ever say God, don't ever say love. You are toxic love. If they hurt your feelings, that's my job, that's my gift. On top of that, just to let you know, the word feelings does not have feelings at all. No petty word in the universe. Grab any book. Grab any book and read any word. Any word in that book has no fucking feelings. It will not stress for any being's feelings at all. The Bible, it doesn't have anxiety, depression, child trauma, nothing. No fucking word in the universe has feelings. To trigger people, like I used to be, only us, we weak beings, we're the one that attach our feelings to these words, and it becomes our, identity, our bullshit fucking terms and shit, categories. Like sad? What's sad? I used to be sad. I want her to be sad. For the most part, if I lose a little one because death, yeah, it'll be sad, the grieving journey, but I know, hey, guess what? My situation, I break it down. How did they pass away? It is because of them, self-infliction, suicidal thoughts, or car accidents, zombies. Let's say they party kicking it. Oh, there. Well, guess what? You party kicking it. What'd you expect? You have 3 energies and 1 fucking roof. Squares, circles, and zombies in 1 roof. Squares and a fucking all suffer. Circles, zombies, they're there just to fuck around them. They're there for lust. They ain't there for no good time. They're there just for the time being. That's it. Toxic love. That's why you beings, if you want love, you're a square, quote unquote, empathetic person, empath. The vibe with squares only. If you want a better life, a better outcome, only vibe with squares. I promise you 1,000, you have a way better, less stressful life. But if you want to get involved with circles and zombies, you're gonna be stressing every which way because they're in situations, right, in trouble and bullshit, and they're always gonna reach out to you because they don't know this conversation, but you're too empathetic wise, and they're gonna take your energy, and they know they can reach out, and you're always gonna help them. Now that becomes your kid. I tell kids all the time, yo, like, toxic relationships, you're adults, right? They call you out, yo, stop being his babysitter, his mother, his father, his probation officer. Go to that door, do not fucking feel guilty. That's not your fucking kid. Let him fuck up. Let him fuck up. But if you want to sit there, then cool. Then that's your kid. How many years is it take of your life? How much love and energy is it take from your life? And then when you figure that shit out and comprehend it, like I did at 39, ask God, make it simple. Everybody, ask God the universe for yesterday back. Today's what, Friday? So hey, God universe, I want Thursday back. Fucking crickets. But God, being universe, the most powerful being, yeah. But what do you say in the Bible talk in Genesis with Noah's Ark? He's not ever gonna intervene. He made a covenant to both of us. Yo, I messed up. I tried to fix the universe, quote unquote. I flooded the universe. Only some of you believe the situation. The rest died. He felt guilty. I won't ever do it again. So now we all got free one choice, every which way, every which way. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? If you're in toxic relationships, especially toxic relationships, toxic environments where you are not changing, you are choosing. And that's just today. Try tomorrow. Every which way. But guys, I had several minutes. I gotta get going. So real fast, shout out to Best of to X, Tentacion, always to the fullest. I think today's his birthday, so he would have been like 27 or 28 years old. I believe he would have been 28 years old. So I carry his legacy as a being. Like his music, you can say his music for sure. I love his music, especially the more like his last album, because that's when he went into a toxic relationship and then he actually fell in love and he got destroyed. And that's when he started his healing journey. Every which way. Oh, there's my boss. Whatchamacallit, oh shit, my light's out. But anyways, whatchamacallit, he was evolving really good. So I'm gonna play some clips from him. Remember, he's been passed from almost, I think June 18th of this year, it'll be 8 years he's been gone. So that's the cool thing. His situation, he's famous, so his words are powerful. And to this day, that's why I have a tree of life, his tattoo. And then whatchamacallit, I have 20 on the side. It's a 20. People ask me, Seattle, why say, some people that know X, oh, that's X. Yeah, that's X. But why say 20? That's when he passed away at 20. So if you're 20 years old or younger, teach me anything positive in life. Don't bring higher source. I've heard, I got 24 years on you type of situation. So, you doing your healing journey? What's that exactly? To call you in a positive manner, bully in a positive manner, X was doing the healing journey at 20. So you have a lot of healing to do. I recommend you start your healing journey as soon as possible. If not, you will suffer many years to be. And you believe God, the universe, will do it for you. Sure, through physical being supports you and hold you and guide you, but nobody's Jesus nor God. All we're gonna do for each other is what? Heal, guide, support, uplift, forewarn, show mad love to each other. But nobody can do for nobody at all. To forewarn you, you don't have kids. When you have kids, you pay for it to your kids, but your kids are gonna suffer the same way you suffered. Toxic relationships, you can see them stuck in trauma bonds, give so many chances, right? So you can save your kid physically, but they're stuck in a trauma bond. The worst one, the emotional mental spiritual trauma with their exes, they're gonna go back or give them chances. Remember, that was you. You have money, yeah, you saying financially, right? But emotionally, spiritually, respect to call you out. No, you can't, and it sucks. I'm about to get off in a minute. Let me play a skip really fast with X. Because all these customers are showing up. So whatchamacallit, let me see. And I'll play tonight I go live again, so I'll play some more clips. And that's gonna be my situation. It's my podcast, live podcast, but it's our podcast. But you can wind time and pay it for a type of situation.
Someone that cares about you takes initiative, always. You don't have to tell them anything. They know what you like. They know what you want. They know what you expect. They're going to take initiative. Man or female. Point blank period. If someone cares about you, they're going to go out their way for you. When you have this genuine feeling that you get from somebody, and you make that person your source of happiness. Obviously, it becomes like they become your drug. You know what I'm saying? This girl became like my drug. I know what it feels like to be alone. I mean that, like, I know what it feels like to wake up somewhere where you're not supposed to be, around people you're not supposed to be around, and be around you can be around a million people, just like me, you, or bro, or my manager. We could be around a million people and still be alone. If there's anyone that dislikes me for any specific reason, every day, I mean, I'm 20 now, I was just 19. Every day I'm growing up, every day I'm working on myself, and I think that's the most important part, because there's a lot of things that I do want to change about myself, even a matter of my impulse, just a lot of things. So
That's almost 8 years ago. Like, and especially at 20 years or younger, like a lot, especially in the ghetto hoods, a lot of young cats, they can't do accountability. Like, yo, I fucked up the situation, because he used to be like, in the ghetto hoods, fighting and bullshit. But once again, we went through a relationship, toxic relationship, destroyed him, and that's when he started doing cyber music. And he says, like, when I was making my other music, it was, it's hateful and rageful type of situation. So I'd rather people be sad and depressed and to be hateful. Because when you hate, what happens? You don't care. And it's true. If you live off hate, and that's how you around type of situation, especially in the ghetto hoods, you do the mentality of YOLO. You only live once. You don't give a shit. You'll spend time, no problem at all. That's why more in the suburbs, why if you start the healing journey wise, you live every day, you only die once. You cherish every day above ground best as possible, And once again, rest in peace to X-Wise. He was evolving really fast at 20. That's why I show him a lot of respect, because I couldn't say shit at 20 years old other than go to church, pray in God's hands. If people mean to you, pray for their suffering. Be a good person, show the respect. A for effort, that's good for you as one being. But as far as anybody else, it's not gonna work in your favor, respectfully, And that's for everybody out there, every which way. So once again, I'll be going live later tonight, because I gotta start working in a minute. But once again, that's why I recommend for everybody out there, if you want to do like love, quote unquote, start your healing journey. Because if you want to be codependent people, yes, people make you feel good and man-made bullshit. You gotta work. Yeah, I love my job, I love the people, I love Seattle, but I'm so sad and depressed. Like, morbid myself. I had family and everything. I lost 2 families and shit. I still hated myself within my family, with all these kids. Make that shit make sense, respectfully, But guys, I gotta get going. So have a good morning. Stay blessed. Be safe. See you guys sometime tonight. Take care, be a squad. Love you guys. Have a good day. Ciao. TikTok squad. Love you guys. Take it safe. Ciao. TikTok. Love you guys. Take it safe. Ciao. Twitch. Love you guys. Take it safe.